The Hermit Lakes snow plot contains the following equipment: a max-min thermometer, 2 snow boards, one for 24-hour intervals and the other for storms, a general snow stake, and a precipitation can. The caretaker must bring the following equipment: a field book and pencil, ruler, snow sampling tube and weighing scale, and a probe thermometer.
So here's how it works. First thing you want to do, check out your little notebook, and the notebook is going to have in it all of the different columns that are going to require data in here. The first ones there are pretty self-explanatory. Date, time. The sky is just describing how much cloud cover there is.
Clear, few, scattered, broken, overcast, or obscured.
The precipitation is the kind of precipitation that's falling. So is it rain? Is it snow? And what's the rate? So you'll do your best to get a couple of good crystals on there, and you just try to measure what the average crystal looks like. This has got a few different grid intervals. So this is 1 millimeter, this is 2 millimeters, and this is 3. And you can look and see, oh, is the snow crystal maybe the size of one of these boxes? Or is the snow crystal the size of one of these boxes? So if it was snow, you'd be looking at columns, or you'd be looking at spatial dendrites, or irregular pellets, or whatever it is. So let's move on to the HN24. Take your ruler. There she is. Your HN24 is going to tell you how much new snow has fallen in the last 24 hours. And whatever that whole integer that it reads, that's your HN24. Again, on your storm board, you're going to leave this uncleared until the end of the storm. Sometimes it's easy to bring a shovel. You can use the shovel to shovel off your snowboards. So this is the total height of snow. That's maybe just under 115, maybe like 113.
Another thing you'll take into account, especially in the warmer months, is the melt or compression of the snowpack every day.
10 centimeter temp and a 20 centimeter temp. Of course, the hardest part of doing this is wearing gloves. Meat thermometer here. Take my boot and make a big hole. Now we take our ruler.
It makes a perfect L. You can leave it right there on the snow.
We want to take the temperature of the snowpack at the surface. Now we're going to move down to about 10 centimeters. And the last one, 20 centimeters. Temperature surface, temperature 10, temperature 20. So the density is done by measuring using this tube and then weighing the amount of snow that's in the tube, and then you divide the mass by the volume. You have to measure the height of the snow on the outside of the tube. That's really important because the snow on the inside of the tube will be slightly compressed and will read a slightly lower value than the number represented on the outside. So we isolate this column. Yeah, I have the scale tared with the weight of all of the apparatus hanging off the bottom.
And then what I like to do is I just hang it on this string right here.
So right there, and that is millimeters of water because we measure the height in centimeters and the weight is done in millimeters of water. This is our SWE sensor, so the snow water equivalent. We will calculate by taking all of the precipitation that's fallen in this bucket and melting it, and then measuring it using a special tube and a special ruler. But essentially you're going to take your current temperature, which is where the mercury is indicating, here and here. Then you're going to take your max temperature since the last time it's been reset, which is going to be indicated by the blue magnet on the right. And then you're going to take your minimum temperature, which is indicated by the blue magnet on the left.
And every morning when you are out here measuring it, you have to reset it with the magnet that's here. It's on this bright green string.
You take your magnet, so bring that blue magnet back down to the mercury. Come over to your courtyard here and take a look up at your wind gauge. That will tell you more or less which direction you're in.
And for the snow core measurements, to start the winter off, it'll be once every other week, and then as you get closer to the spring, you'll be asked to perform the snow core measurement weekly. So there's this cap on it, you take it off, and there's basically a bunch of razor blades right there that you cut into the snow with. Get it down in there till you hit dirt, twist it a little bit. So there's like the 41 inch, it's about 41 3/4 inches. And then take a walk to the back of the snow plot here. And there's this cord set up. You'll have to adjust this accordingly throughout the season as the snow increases and melts out. This is reading 16.
Okay, now don't forget your thermometer in the snow.
Yeah. Why are you filming me? You're getting a special thanks.
So this